Got us as a bit of a rematch with Scarlet getting blasted out with a fire blast reflected back versus Shankar. Shankar is going to want to have to go for the most amount of damage. That's going to be another polymorph action. Looks like Scarlet is going to go for a Arcanosphere. Shankar trying to go for a leap. Does he still send it? Looks like he did send the Arcanosphere. Trying to see if he can blast out Shankar. Spirit to follow. Scarlet kind of trapped up. Does have Emotes in order to give himself a bit more damage reduction all the time as well. So could at least reverse health back. Oh, he got so critically low, but he survived it. Oh, you gotta give respect to that. Still big damage on a Chonko. Gonna go for Shadow and Throw. This time actually remember to use the Shadow and Throw. Last time he just didn't. Last time he just let Scarlet recover fully. My goodness, Chonko started out strong. Scarlet, I'm so sorry. He got that Relentless, so he's not sending polys long at all, so our Arcanosphere is not gonna do much. I feel like the only way you fight him is you have to, I don't know what you do. I don't know what you do in this situation. But Chonko just charged over. Just steamrolling this boy, just tackling him to the ground, taking him out. And that's going to be Sonaris up next as an Assassination Rogue. I think Sonaris usually goes in for big bursty builds. Does Chonko. Vendetta, immediate sepsis, has himself the heals pre-rolling. Evasion up for Sonaris. Could be Chonko potentially using Spear. Just trying to keep Sonaris in place. Unless you click the shadows, you're kind of stuck in place. This time Chonko deals with the burst. He's like, you know what? You stay over there. I don't want you touching me at all. Did he use the Galva just now? I think Chonko may have used Galva. Sonaris does have a click of shadows rolling. Does Chonko still hold on to human racial? That's like the only saving grace he's got. If he has a human racial, maybe he could use it to bypass the rogue, but he's at low health. Like the next go by the rogue without friends of regen. Wait, enrage regeneration? Actually, it looks like Sonaris made a mistake. Try to go for stun on Chonko, but super DR. Perfect opportunity for the warrior to potentially make something happen. Does slay his soul. The Necrolord buff is given. Don't know what it really does. Spear onto Sonaris, but does click the shadows away from it. Looks like the slow is back on Chonko. Has to wait for Creeping Venom to bypass. In order to bypass Creeping Venom, because it will keep slowing you, you have to stand still for a second. Because it'll keep refreshing every time you move. Or you go for a sit pick up with the Carrion Boy. That could probably help out a ton. Sonaris is going for a bit of a reset though, just try to play it super careful. So twice Chonko, I've seen him get the Carrion buff or Necrolord buff. I wonder what the Necrolord buff does to the warrior. It probably buffs your damage output or something, right? Maybe gives like Giga Versatility or something. Gonna be Chonko breaking out of the sap at the last second, trying to go for a bit of a whirlwind. Does he have the sit pick up from the Carrion? He may, but it looks like he's still melting. Still melting. Does it reflect? I'm not sure what you reflect. Maybe like the last stick of sepsis. Try to see if you can leap away. Sonaris just trying to step around on top of him, not letting the warrior go anywhere. The warrior needs healing ASAP. Do you have a sit pick up at all? Try to stand still for a second just to take off the slows. Spear onto Sonaris. Get a shot super short. Does Chonko have enough damage? Chonko. Oh! Does he die though? Oh my god. Chonko did such a good job though. Chonko did such a good job. He stayed with this rogue until the very end. He was like, you know what? If I'm going down, you're going down with me. He had to accept that the dots are going to rot him down, man. Oh my god. PF dropping in BDB onto Rip, and Rip has a quick succubus CC onto PRF. Yo, Tagsy, my man, love ya. How you doing? Long time no see. Any beta duels? Do we have enough boys for beta duels, Tagsy? Because Shilpa's got it, Sealer's got it, you got it. Who else got it? Ari got it. So that's like at least 5 people. We need more on the beta. Otherwise, yes, I'll be down to. I'd be down to Taxi. I will be down to. We just need more people. Oh, why does this burst onto PRF? This man is literally getting melted while I'm telling Taxi about duels. What is going on? I just missed it all of it completely. PRF is getting melted. Karma immediately. I don't even know if that karma helps you. PRF just got himself dark back. Just gonna wait out until the dots are over. It's gonna reflect those dots back onto Rip. Rip just needs to get all those dots back on him. Massive kick out of PRF though. Oh, what is this glass cannon business got going on? What was that, chat? That was incredible. It's going to be immediate interrupt by the Outlaw Rogue. Disarmed by the Monk, looking to kick the Rogue back into the prehistoric age. That's going to be evasion as he's trying to see if he can continue to sustain damage burst versus the Rogue. Looks like Machiavelli locks in now with the kidney shot trinkets, but couldn't quite sit there long enough. With Windwalker on crack, going to be up next is a Necro. I like that Mog. I like that setup. Oh, that looks so good, actually. Wait, that's such a good Mog. What is that tabard? I can't even tell because the rogue is just melting right now. Cloak is trying to see if he can live. Oh! Cloak ain't gonna stop you from the onslaught. Dropping down the antimatic zone. Silence to follow. Full army of the dead joining in as a Sunder from Chicago tries to keep him at bay. Gonna be a crack dropping down the big grippy hand. Chicago has nowhere to go. Trying to see maybe they can just haymaker him out. This is gonna get Bones back though into the static totem. Does end up cleaving it out, but at this point only pets. attack Chicago with Crack losing out some of that uptime on the grippy hand. Got him some of the big pet damage. That transformation could be huge. Chicago trying to go for as much self-healing as possible. Got him some massive healing at only 22% dampening. That pet is just continuing to rampage through him. Crack getting hit by that Ellie blast, but it's not enough to kill him just yet. Chicago just continues to get just blasted out by that fully transformed ghoul. But looks like transformation is over. Crack got himself quite a bit of a defensive right now. With the death pad gives him a little bit extra health to work with. And Crack out, so he's not really looking to heal, but it's looking to bolster his overall health. Just trying to see if he can avoid the Raptors as well as Chicago. Looks to Chicago stabilized for the most part. Crack is gonna have to wait until cooldowns. He got army coming back up. I don't know if he can get himself maybe another ghoul, but if he can get some cooldowns in here, he may be okay. Static Totem not keeping him in place actually. Oh, but that Chain Harvest is gonna rot him down. With Kenny gonna be up next, trying to see if he can charge out towards Chicago. Chicago just used quite a few of the offensive cooldowns, but defensive is still nice and healthy. Trying to see if he can maybe go for a bit setup on Chicago. Kenny shot, Vendetta, Sepsis, full burst. Gonna be checking out Chicago with a wall immediately. Thunder onto Kenny, just trying to see if he can delay any kind of damage from the Rogue. As Rogue just continued to blast him out. With Sepsis, all the dots have just extinguished. Chicago was able to reduce the value of him inside of that wall. The wall is going to be evasion cloak, as well as the vanish out of the Rogue. Used every defensive cooldown. He came in, committed everything in Chicago. The Chicago was able to soften a lot of those blows. Then Chicago with some counter pressure was able to get every cooldown out of the Rogue, every cloak, every evasion, and a vanish. This means that Kenny is kind of limited to what he can do. Smoke bomb and a blind are the only tools he's got to really work with. Maybe could go for a blind to Chicago to catch another reset. That Earth Elemental is not gonna let you go anywhere though. Sundoor to Kenny, trinkets out of it, so now Kenny's kind of exposed. Getting a shot on Chicago, trying to get some dots in. Maybe could go for a blind in case he wants to reset, but he got nowhere to go. He needs to take down the totem. That's going to be capacitor, stunning him for a second. Could potentially go for a blind. Disarm onto Chicago. Try to see if he can just get away. Shadow Step doesn't really give you that mobility. You're looking for a blind on Chicago, but the Earth is just going to keep you company over here. Smoke bomb, but you can't really separate from him at all. Super unfortunate. As Chicago slowly marches towards Kenny, trying to see if they may be able to take him out. Kenny having to take a little bit longer just to go for a bit of a reset. As a snowball gets thrown at him, Raptors join in, and Kenny gets taken out. Man, that's unfortunate. Speed, last one left, over for the team 1. 11 minutes into the duel with 39% dampening, so 40% dampening. Trying to see if he may be able to get a bit of an open over Chicago. Going to be immediate chain harvest Chicago. He's seeing those shadow blades, but can't really stop him. Has wall ready to go, but I think speed maybe he'll just chain stuns back to back. Mad eviscerate onto Chicago. Fatty crit at the very end though. Well done. Wow. Talk about burst, man. Talk about damning. Chicago was making a bit of a comeback, but going up against the Rogue and you don't got a trinket, there's not so much, there's not a lot you can really do in that situation. Not a lot you can do, boys. Let's go.